If you want to solve any problems, you should solve your basic conditions. For our calculation, we need whether he is in India or not. Whatever problems we solve, always we have to mention assessment year 2020. Determine the residential status of Mr. Ram for the previous. Hello everyone, I am your Adarsh sir, lecturing Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. So, we are in the session 4 of your topic called Tax Management 1. In the previous session, we solved few problems on residential status. Now, in the today's session also, the same thing we will do problems on residential status. Now, in this residential status, if you want to solve any problems, you should solve your basic conditions. You should know those basic as well as additional condition. If you are good in those, so it is easy to solve any number of problems. What will be the agenda for the current class or this session? The agenda is very simple. We'll have a brief introduction about residential status, as well as we will also work out few problems on residential status. Your first problem for the day. In the previous session, we completed 4 problems. Now we are in the problem number 5. So it is very important, as well as I told you, in your examination, 5 or 10 marks you can expect. Now, Shiv Kumar, an Indian citizen, leaves India to USA for a job on 30th 9/2013. End of September, he left to USA for particular job. What will be his residential status for the assessment year 20 and 21? If you get problems like this, it is very easy. Now, normally your year begins when 1st April 2019 till 31st March 2020. So this we call it as financial year, and also we call it as previous year for your calculation. Now, when he left to USA on 30th September, up to 30th September, he was in India. After 30th September, he was not in India, he was in abroad. So, outside India. This is very important. Up to 30th September, he was in India. After 30th September, he was outside India. Now, up to, so we need whether he is in India or outside India. For our calculation, we need whether he is in India or not in this. Up to 30th September, we'll start from April. Now, April, he was there for 30 days. May, he was there for 31 days. June, 30 days. July, 31. August, 31. September, 30. So, up to September 30th, he was in India. If you add everything, it will come around 60,000, 90,000, 120, 150 and 180. 1 plus 1 plus 1. It will be 183 days he was in India. Now, it is easy to calculate what your first condition says. Your first condition says that he must be in India at least for 182 days. Now, as per the condition, how many days he was in India? He was there in India for 183 days. Whether he is a resident or not, the answer is very simple. He is called as resident. Why? Because he was in India for more than 182 days. We'll go for the answer. Yes. Determination of residential status. Now, for the assessment year 20 and 21, whatever problems we solve, always we have to mention assessment year 2020 and 21. And whatever problems we solve, the previous year is called as 2019 and 20. Now, in this 30, 31, 30, 31, 31 and 30. This is for April, May, June, July, August, September. How many days he was there in India? Yes, he was there for 183 days. Now, the individual was in India during the previous year for at least 182 days. He was there for 183. And he has gone to USA for job. Hence, he is a resident in India for the assessment year 2020 and 2021. Very simple calculation, easy to calculate. So, we'll move for the problem number 2, means as per this problem number 6. Now, so understand this. In this, they have given determine the residential status of Mr. Ram for the previous year. You have to find out the residential status. Now, as per 2019 and 20, in this, who left India for the first time on 15th September 2015. First time he left India. Now, as per this, and came back on 1st September 2018. Again, he came back on 1st September 18. Now, he again left for Dubai on 15th June 19. He came back. On 14th February 20, he settled in India. So, these are the informations we have. Again, he left for Dubai on 15th June. Again, he came back on 14th February. Now, first we'll calculate whether he was in India for the previous year or not. Easy to calculate. Same. So, first April 2019 till what? Till 31st March 2020. This we call it as previous year. Was he is in India or not? We will find out. So, who left India for the first time? So, we are not calculating for 2015. If there are any information for 19 and 20, we will take it up. And came back on 18. We don't want 2018. He again left for Dubai on 15/6/2019. From 18 to up to June, he was in India. Means we don't want from 18, we want from 1st April. Now, April he was there. April he was there for 30 days. May he was there for 31 days. June he was there only for 15 days. Clear? April he was there. May he was there. June he was there for 15 days. He was there in the March also, Feb also. We don't want last year. We want from 1st April 2019. Now, again he left and came back on 14th February. In the February, how many days he was there? He was there on 14th also till 29th. So, in the month of February, he was there around 16 days approximately. In the month of March, he was there for 31 days. So, these are the number of days he was in India. Now, calculate everything 30 plus 31, it will be 61 plus 15. So this will be 76. Then 16 plus 31, it will be 47. So hardly you will get 123. So how many days he was in India? 123 days he was in India. We'll check, there may be 1 or 2 days difference. We'll go for the answer. As per this, before previous year, he was resident in India for 15 and 16. So they have done everything. So we have done only for your 19 and 20. How many days? 123. As per our calculation, how many days? 123 days he was in India. Now, as per this, so in the previous year, 2019 and 20, he was there 31 days, 31, 15, 16, 31. He was there for 123 days. What is the rule? 1 says he must be there in India for 182 days. Was he there in the previous year? The answer is no. If he was not there in India for 182 days, what is the second option? You have to go for second option. In the second option, they have given that at least he must be in India for 60 days. The answer is yes. He was there for more than 60 days. Along with that, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 4 years, he was there for 365 days. We'll check 168 plus 212. It will come around 380 days. So, he was there. It was around 380 days. Out of 4 years, he was there for 380 days. How many days we required? We required only 365. But how many days he was there? He was there around 380 days. So, he is called as resident. Clear? Yes. As per the answer, during the previous year, he was in India for at least 60 days. And during the 4 years preceding, he was in India at least 365 days. The condition is fulfilled. Hence, he is resident in India. Very simple. Now, during the 7 preceding previous year, he was in India for more than 729 days. Yes, the answer is yes. Then, and he was not non-resident in India for 9 years out of 10 years. You can calculate 2 types, like he must be resident for 2 years out of 10, or else he must not be resident 9 years out of 10. Both are same only. Now, so resident in India. So he is called as resident and ordinarily resident. So in the basic condition, condition 1, condition 2, additional condition, condition 1 and condition 2. Now, in this basic condition, first one, he did not fulfill. But there is an option. He can fulfill the second one. Yes, he fulfilled the second condition. So, he is called as resident. In the resident, again, there are 2 categories. Whether he is an ordinarily resident or not ordinarily resident. As per this, he is ordinarily resident. Why? Because he fulfilled additional condition 1 and additional condition 2. This is all about this particular problem. Now, so your last problem for the day, the problem number 7. Mr. X came to India on 15th October 2019. Now, for a visit of 7 months, he is an Indian citizen. In the earlier years, he was in India as follows. So this will be your question. In the question itself, they have given table, easy to calculate. Now, X came to India on 15th October. We should calculate from October because till October he was not in India. for a visit of 7 months. He is an Indian citizen in the month earlier. Now, he was there from when? 15th October. In the October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March. Till October, he was not there in India. Now, in the October, how many days he was there? He came on 15th. Means how many days? Around 17 days. Why? Because October we have 31 days. Now, as per this, November 30, December 31, Jan 31, Feb 29 and March 31. How many days he was in India? We'll check. It will be 30 and it will be 60. It will be 122, 152, 162 and 169. What is the basic condition? The basic condition will be he must be there in India for 182 days. But was he there for 182? Answer is no. But we'll go for second option. What is the second option? If you go for second option, two things you have to fulfill. One is he must be there in India for 60 days in the previous year, and before previous year, he must be there for 365 days. The answer is yes. Why? Because he was there in India for more than 600 days. So, the second condition is fulfilled. Easy to calculate. Like this, if you go, it is easy. You have to calculate for 19 and 21st. Then you have to go back for previous year. Why? Because he did not fulfill the basic condition. The previous year not required. Now, in this, 18 and 19, he was 240 days. 17, 340 days. 16, he was not there. In the 15 and 16, he was there for 118 days. Mr. X is an Indian citizen. Yes. He came to India for a visit. Yes. He stays for 169 days. Yes. He was in India for 60 days during the previous year and 365 days during the 4 years. He is called as resident. Yeah. This is all about your today's session. We discussed 3 problems. As I told you, if the basic condition not fulfilled, the first one, always you should go for second condition. If second condition also not fulfilled, then we can call him as non-resident. Out of 2, 1 is must. If any one is completed, you should go for additional conditions. Both he fulfilled means he is called resident, ordinarily resident. Basic, he fulfilled. Additional, he has not fulfilled. He is called as resident, not ordinarily resident. This is all about your today's session. We're done with your residential status. In the next session, we will discuss about incidence of tax. Compared to this, it is more easy and we will discuss that in the next session. Thank you.